Thank you for making a home for me here.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It's like he's made more than a home for you.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, Tasty Morsels. It's Reverse BLT here, and today we are finally going to finish up Ms. Marvel. It's just been a slight delay, just several months.
I'm back from the bathroom.
But yeah, those of you who've been following the channel for a while will undoubtedly know about the unpleasantness, which was a little period of time in which a lot of crap was just going wrong in just unbelievable amounts of ways. So it threw things off, got me way behind schedule on a lot of stuff. But I'm finally catching up with some stuff. So I finally get to see how Ms. Marvel's story, or this part of her story, ends before we get to the Marvels. Let's see. So last time, let's see if I can even remember what happened last time. I think, let's see, there was the big showdown between her and the other Jinn, in which the leader of, or at least the, I guess, leader of the red, what are they, the Red Hand?
No.
I think that's what they call themselves. The guys with the red scarves got killed by Kamala's like wicked aunt or whatever you want to call her, and Kamala sort of blocked an incoming blow from the antagonist's dagger, and something happened, and she ended up going back in time in Pakistan to the period of the partitioning. So at least that's what it looks like happened. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So yeah, this episode is called Time and Again, and it is the penultimate episode of season 1 of Ms. Marvel. And I just want to see what happened. My theory is that Kamala was the person who saved her own grandmother, great grandmother, or whatever. When everybody got separated, the story to her grandmother was telling her, or wait, no, that her mother was.
I think you're a little confused.
Yes. Okay. The story that she knew about her great grandmother was, about being saved by like a trail of light. I'm not 100% sure on the relationships here. I know that it was an ancestor of hers, but someone got separated from her family during partition and was saved by someone who made a trail of light for her to follow to get back to her family or whatever. That's going to end up being Kamala. I'm pretty sure of that. And I keep thinking that there's another Bengal out there, and I'm wondering if it's an actual second Bengal or if it's going to be the same Bengal but a different point in time, and Kamala's going to end up with 2 because of that. All I know is that at least I expect her to end up with 2. So I'm just wondering where the second Bengal is going to come from. But anyway, my poorly remembered plot points leading to possibly completely incorrect speculation aside, let's just go ahead and get into this episode and see what we've got in store. I like the old film effect to sort of indicate the transition back in time.
After almost 200 years of oppressive British rule, India is free.
For a second there, they had me thinking this was an actual, like, old-timey newsreel, but some of the language was a little too modern, both in usage and in sentiment, for me to believe that it was from the actual time period. This is her great-grandmother, Aisha, right? That's pretty cool. I really liked what they did with the title sequence. And she is very pretty. My goodness.
Away from here! Go home!
The British Rush.
Touch me and I'll break your leg.
Which one?
That sounded dirty.
Can I help you with anything?
No. No, thank you.
I used to be so confused by that phrase when I was a kid because I didn't realize there was a comma there. So I thought it was you basically telling people that there that basically there is no thank you. So I thought it was being rude. Naan. Now I'm hungry. I want some naan. I want some naan and some butter chicken. Trying to seduce her with food, my man. I mean, I don't blame you. That is a very, very pretty woman.
Extreme thirst.
Do you have a name? Or shall I just call you Hungry? Perhaps you can tell me where you're from then.
You can at least say thank you for the food. She's pretty but rude.
I like your roses.
Ah, she speaks. You're very kind. What you seek is seeking you.
Aisha. My name is Aisha.
What you seek is seeking you.
She who lives. A beautiful name. Has it?
What a nice coincidence that she just happened to look Indian in her dimension and just happened to have a name that had an Indian meaning. Or Hindu meaning, I should say.
Arabic.
I know that you're pretty attached to that rotting tree branch, but I thought it
Oh,
might be
that's
nice to have a
clever.
walking.
We didn't get a lot of her talking, obviously, at the beginning, but she did not have this accent at first. And now she does. That's a really cool way of showing the passage of time and how she's acclimated to their culture.
Thank you for making a home for me here.
I like nice details like that. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It's like he's made more than a home for you.
Nindiya re nindiya,
I kind of wish that we had subtitles for this so that I could know what she was singing.
aaja re nindiya.
You start humming because you forgot the rest of the words.
She looks at you as though you're magic.
She is magic. So that's grandma, right? A little cutie. You should probably always have that bangle on. Hey, what did you just see? One of your compadres from the other dimension?
This is all I've ever known. My father built this house for us. Or will I leave behind for my daughter?
They're burning homes across the countryside. People are dying.
And clearly you guys end up doing quite well for yourselves because I saw your future villa and that you were
So
able to
long as we're
send
together, we can build
your
a
daughter
home
was able to
anywhere,
send
Hassan. What
her
you
family
seek,
over to the United
seeking
States,
you.
which is not cheap or
You've
easy
taught
to
me
do.
I need you to
So-
hold on to this for me. This will keep you safe wherever you go. Okay?
Oh, she actually wore it? Now I'm wondering if the girl made her own path of light. I tell you, it's a part of history that very rarely gets covered. I wonder why.
Stay woke.
This is the last train, Hassan. We need to hurry.
What are we actually running from?
Hey.
Who's that woman you were talking to last time?
You got no time for this.
Tell me the truth.
I am a djinn.
Make sure Sana gets on that train tonight. Promise me, Hassan.
Nothing is going to happen.
Oh, dude, do you ever watch movies? you just said the things you're not supposed to say. Never say nothing's gonna happen. That guarantees something's gonna happen.
You turned your back on us. Your family, your people. Where is the bangle, Aisha? That's mom.
You'll be okay, Batsa. She'll be here. She said she'll be here.
I was about to say, she's about to get stabbed by this lady. And that's amazing that people are in such a hurry and everything that no one noticed a woman just got stabbed to death.
What you seek?
Sana!
Seeking you.
That's pretty cool. So she can use at least some measure of her abilities. Oh, she did she call her own great granddaughter back into the past? Yeah, it kind of got to me a little bit. Basically, like using up the last of her life energy to try to save her daughter. And Sana's gonna basically be saved by her mom
Aisha,
and her great,
what happened to you?
her mom and her granddaughter.
Sana, it brought you back to me.
You're supposed to save Nani like the story.
It's okay,
It wasn't her.
because you are here.
You can do it. It's a shame. It's a shame a woman can die, can bleed out and die right in the middle of a crowd, and no one even notices. A child can be in the middle of a throng of people crying out for their parents, and no one notices. Do you ever just wonder how our species even survived?
Do you want to play a game? I'm gonna need you to jump, okay?
No one notices
And
this.
go.
I'm sorry. I know that they didn't notice the other stuff, but someone needs to notice this, right? There's no way in hell.
Aisha. Sana! तू कहाँ थी?
And he'll never know what happened to his wife.
It was me.
That's a shame. I tell you, Britain, you fucked up so hard over there. Tell you what, man, this Bengal can do a whole lot. Oh, that's not good.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Magnum got lost once. I had him microchipped. Okay, Ammi, Magnum is a dog. Kamala is a girl.
There are people who have their kids microchipped.
Kamala's phone is on your family plan. You can just log into your account and use the Find My Phone feature to see where she is.
Like spyware for parents?
Kind of.
Then why am I only just hearing about this?
Because why would Kamala tell you about that? Oh, that doesn't look like it worked the way you wanted it to. And of course, the black one dies first.
See, now that's some bullshit.
I think you're gonna have to do something different, Kamala. Unfortunately, that thing didn't come with an instruction manual. It's like Greatest American Hero. You have all this power, but don't know how to use it.
I can make it.
Okay, Najma, you're really that crazy, huh? She doesn't care about Kamran anymore.
I left him behind.
So go back and get him.
Kamran.
Well, I'm glad she had like a change of heart at the end. I don't understand what just happened, but it's okay. Oh wait, so now he has the power without needing the bangle? I call hacks.
Ammi? Abu?
Yep.
How did that happen?
Cause that's magic, mama.
Two people fell in love and created something much bigger than either of them would have created alone.
Yeah, that's you though. It's kind of pompous, isn't it?
Actually, I have one more thing I need to do, but I'll be right back really quick.
Yeah, you gotta go find new hotness. Or I'm sorry, new hotness.
For you.
You have to wrap it around her, man. Like with Mikasa, then she'll love you forever. That doesn't look long enough to be like her big old scarf, though. So where does she get the big old scarf?
What is this? It's Kamala's. It broke.
Oh, we're saying that's where she got the symbol from?
Who is that?
It's your mama.
That's your mother at your age.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh, wow.
Your father and I had a lot of adventures, Kamala. But I will tell you this. None of them have been as thrilling as being your mother.
No.
And recently, if I've been holding on really tight to you, it's because I am not ready to let you go.
Yep, it's almost that time.
I couldn't see what you needed me to see. Okay? I'm sorry.
नहीं बेटा, नहीं. Perhaps this was the journey I was intended to take.
Therapy. Back with oh geez, what was his name?
Brian.
Brian. There we go.
You're wrong.
Argon.
Clever.
It's one of my favorite elements.
Is it really? Why is that, my friend?
It's nice to meet you. I'm Kamran. Bruno.
Oh, Bruno. Okay.
No, I need to stay here.
That's
My
right,
mom
because
knows
he
where to
keeps
find
calling him Brian.
She left you behind to fend for yourself. What makes you think she's coming back?
me. She wouldn't just leave me behind like some kind of orphan.
My parents aren't around anymore either.
Sorry.
Wait. So who do you live with then?
I've been followed. We have to go. You have powers too?
It really is not cool that he gets to use powers without having a bangle. I really liked the stuff in the past in this episode and seeing the the family kind of work through its issues and finally all three generations of these women coming to an understanding. But man, things felt abrupt in this, the resolutions to things just felt abrupt. I wish they had a little more room to breathe in how things resolve, both in the past arc, but especially with the closing of the I guess breach into the veil and the way the episode ended. Just I don't know, just felt like someone was writing the script and looked at their watch and was like, "Oh crap, I need to wrap this up like right now." But yeah, that was a fun episode. So now Kamran has powers too. They also appear to be hard light based somehow. So I'm guessing then that the bangle must be a focus, which I don't know if I know I talked about that in some reaction a while ago. I can't remember what it was, but basically the idea being that you have if there's magic, which is just manipulation of energy, right? So in theory, a person can just do that through conscious application of will. But a focus, say a wand, in this case maybe a bangle, Thor's hammer, Doctor Strange's various accoutrements, those sorts of things would be there not to create the magical ability, but to just help the wielder of magic use it more efficiently. So I'm guessing, and also to easily apply it in more complex ways.
Are you a witch?
Because I wondered, I think in episode 2 or 3, when we were first told that these guys were supposed to be the beings that the legends of the Jinn were based on, I was like, but they're just, so far they just appear to basically be just normal people. Maybe a little stronger, possibly a little faster and stuff, but that's it. And I can't see, when you look at some of the stories about the Jinn, or most of them really, I couldn't see how those would have come from just basically just regular folks, except a little bit better, But if it turns out they all have innate sort of magical ability that they can use to greater or lesser effect, I guess, depending on the individual and the circumstances, then it makes more sense, And then I guess they also have forms of technology that are magical foci that help them use their powers in even more impressive ways. Then that stuff makes sense how they could be confused for, or inspired the legends of the Jinn. So yeah, I, depending on whether or not the last episode completely undoes what I'm thinking right now, that was cool to at least get some sort of further detail to explain that. I don't really know what to speculate on, honestly, for the last episode. It felt like this one pretty much wrapped most of it up, which is weird. All we have now really is the fact that Kamran is running around out there with Bruno, now has abilities, and appears to be getting hunted down by what do they call those guys? Was it damage control? And so I don't know. Like, is the last episode just going to be Kamala trying to rescue Kamran and Bruno? I don't know. It's weird. The stuff that happened in this episode felt like it should have been finale stuff. So I'm just confused as to where we're going from here. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode when you watched it, because I know you probably watched it long before I did. And I guess we don't really have to worry too much about speculating in the comments, because again, I am way behind on this, so you guys have already done all your speculation. But yeah, just let me know what you thought, though, of the episode, what your opinion of the abruptness of the endings was, and whether or not you were confused by any of the ways that the episode kind of, I won't say retcon, but just sort of like recontextualized some things about how the power system works and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, can't think of anything else to say. I don't know, my brain just kind of like vapor locked. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this reaction now. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me for this reaction. As always, do your best to stay safe and be well, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. I totally forgot to talk about partition.
Remember when we said goodbye?
That was really cool. Seeing that part of Indian and Pakistani history and the fallout of colonialism and all that sort of stuff, which is just something that we just never get to see in Western media, like ever, basically. I can imagine some weirdos probably got off on a tirade about how this was really woke and all that kind of stuff. But I'm sorry, guys, that's fucking history. And if you're against, if you're gonna claim to be like all about the truth and everything, but then get upset when actual history is discussed just because it's not favorable to whatever group you happen to be in, you're part of the problem. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to say. Anyway, guys, now I'm really gonna say goodbye. Bye-bye.
That's your mother at your age.
No.
No. Oh, wow.
She was quite the rebel, you know.